and causing a disturbance.
10-4. Let's not have everybody converge on this. I'll take care of it with him.
10-4.
Hey guys! Hey guys!
MC9, they're...
Can I talk to you real quick?
And walking.
Okay.
300 block.
Alright, so they're refusing to talk to us. We're just going to let them walk. Let's just monitor them. If we get an official complaint, we'll take it.
MC9, Mount Carmel.
Go ahead.
Be advised, we have just gotten a second complaint. This person also stated that they requested $100 from him, and when he said no, they started recording in his face and whatnot.
10-4, which one's that?
They did not specify which person asked. They just said both of them had come up to them and were recording them.
Who's the complainant?
Tyler LT.
Okay. Did you get the email from Mike or the text that Mike sent out? Have you watched it?
Not the whole thing.
Step off and watch it over here in the shade and see if it's these people.
I'm not grabbing my phone.
Okay. I haven't got a chance to watch it yet.
They walked up and were like on the glass, taking videos of people inside.
Okay.
How are you, Jared?
What's going on?
I have no idea.
How are you?
These guys come up and I look out my window and they're videotaping inside, and I think they were going down apparently to
all of them.
ladies. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and so I just opened the door and I said, "Can I help you, gentlemen?" You know, and he's videotaping me the whole time. He said, "No, can you give me $100?" And I said, "Well, no, I don't think so."
Weird. Okay.
He said, "No, then you can't help me." And so then the other guy said, "Well, you can clean your windows because that would make this easier." And he was just shining in the office, both of them. And then when you guys drove by, he gave this gentleman the finger. And
I got it too.
Oh, did you? Well, good. I'm glad they're not partial. So anyway, I just thought you guys would probably want to know.
So, okay. So based on the issues, there's nothing I can do about them just walking and recording.
Hey, yeah, that's totally
but
fine.
I want to make sure that they're not crossing a line on disturbances, on assaults or stuff like that. So,
yeah.
Any problem with them knocking on your window that one time?
No.
Okay.
No.
Did they go inside to cause a
They did not.
And you're okay?
I'm fine.
Okay.
There's no situation.
Right.
I just wanted to make sure you guys were aware because I didn't know what kind of people we were dealing with. Just more for awareness, not to actually file any.
I totally understand it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just give us a holler if something else happens.
Absolutely, guys.
Okay.
Have a great day.
It's not them,
Uh-huh.
but the car they are driving is the one that's been following me around screaming, "Fuck you, pig, you piece of shit."
Nice. Okay.
So,
okay.
I think they're trying to get us
Yes, they are.
riled up.
They are. And they're over there on the bank.
I asked for their ID and
Okay. Let me get a couple more. Let's not do that no more. I'm going to try to handle this.
Okay.
Let me guess, you were at lunch.
Yeah.
They filming inside windows?
Yeah.
I think they're just wanting a reaction.
Well, they film in my window. There's going to be a problem.
Hey, girls.
Hi.
Anybody here get alarmed by the guy's video?
Yes, I was here.
What's happened?
I hear. They came, their car's right over here. But Beth was in there working.
Yeah.
And they got right up in the window like this, videotape.
Okay.
So she said, "What is this guy doing?" They didn't do our building, only the window.
Windows.
Like they're doing over there.
Right.
And so he came around the corner, and my window's right there on the front.
Right.
And I seen him coming, and I jumped up and went over to the corner, and he was going like this with his camera in my window.
Same thing here.
And
then I pulled the blinds because they were still standing here, and they stood here for a solid like 2 or 3 minutes. I didn't say nothing, didn't do nothing. So finally, I came over and I pulled the blinds, and then they got either here or right here, and were recording into our door. So then I called her, and they're like, "Oh no, she's calling the cops."
Okay. So, did they bang on windows?
No.
Something hit the window because I heard it.
Yeah.
That's what they've been kind of knocking. Okay, did anybody enter the building?
No.
Did they threaten you?
No.
Go ahead.
Getting a third complaint from First Mid advising that the 2 men were out there being vulgar, saying something about they got a nice picture of the bank's vault. And the manager would like to speak with an officer.
Mount Carmel, I need all available units to respond to the bank. Let's do non-lights, but we're going to put a stop to this.
They're taking it too far.
We're on foot, so we're not going to be able to go after them if they run. I believe their car is over by the post office. I don't have a make or model on it yet.
It's a gray, looks Toyota.
The V8 rate flare should be a 2012 Toyota Prius, unknown color. They did advise it was parked by the post office. It has Michigan license plate.
Hi girls, go back in the bank, lock the doors for me. Lock down the bank for me.
There you go.
I'm going to put the bank on hard lockdown.
Sergeant said lock
Hey
the bank
guys,
down.
let's go away from the door,
Shut
please.
up.
No,
Shut up.
I got too many complaints on you.
I don't
Okay?
give a damn.
I don't
I'm
want
on
to
a
talk
public
about
sidewalk, fucktard.
it. Yes, you are.
So go mind your business somewhere else.
No,
It's
I'm
not
doing
mine,
my
bitch.
job.
This is my business, not
Emergency
yours.
response, please.
Sergeant J.
Jared Price. MC9 if you need
Walker,
it.
MC3.
Okay, so this is what's going to happen.
What's going to happen is I'm going to keep walking up and down the sidewalk as a free man in America, and you're going to leave me the fuck alone.
Well, right now, you're detained.
For what? For what?
Pull your hand out of your pocket for
Fuck
me.
you.
Okay.
Don't touch me,
whoop,
dude.
Whoop, whoop.
Don't touch me. What
Whoop.
am I detained for? I didn't commit a crime.
Whoop.
I didn't commit a crime.
He's got pepper spray in my house.
Step it up, please.
Y'all
Take him down. Get him cuffed. No, get him
We didn't commit a crime.
off
dude.
a weapon.
We're walking up and down a sidewalk in the public. What is wrong with you guys?
What the hell is wrong with you guys?
This is called freedom. Recording city, or was it Henry versus?
We have a possible weapon. It could be pepper spray. We want to check it.
Pepper spray.
Would not remove.
We have not committed a crime.
I need. All right,
We
you
were
got.
walking up and down a sidewalk.
Hey, one of
recording.
you guys, come here.
What the hell is wrong with you guys, man?
Do you have an extra set?
Yes.
Wow, walk up down sidewalk, take pictures, and they want to cuff you up and detain you. Didn't even commit a
This
crime.
town just got a lawsuit.
Oh, definitely.
You guys are ignorant of law.
Yeah. What crime did we commit? Can you articulate
You're being
that?
detained
For what?
because I was wondering about your hand with a possible weapon, and I asked you to show me your hand.
You have no
and then
reasonable...
that officer
hold on,
sees
hold
a
on,
possible
hold on.
weapon there. I'm done
Hold on.
talking.
You don't have any reasonable suspicion to think I was armed.
I'm done talking.
Do you not understand case law? and
We're
how
going
it
to walk
works?
them away. I need to know if we're going to sign.
And what does it matter if
We're
we
gonna
have
walk over
weapons
here.
out in public?
It's my safety.
Now, officer safety is not a law, dude. You are violating our rights, our constitutional rights, our
so
First Amendment, freedom of press, freedom of speech.
let's
You are
stand right here.
violating
Let's
it,
stand right
and you
here.
are fixing to catch yourself a lawsuit.
Okay. Do you have any weapons on you?
No, I have no weapon.
Is that a cell phone,
That's
sir?
a cell phone.
Okay.
What the hell is wrong with you people,
Okay.
man?
Is that cigarettes?
Yes.
Okay. Any weapon there?
No.
What am I feeling there?
That's probably, I don't know, what is it?
Okay.
It's a pig. It's
All right.
a squeaky pig.
Turn around and look at me real quick and let's talk.
Yeah, let's talk, dude.
Okay,
'cause this is bullshit, dude.
So-
I didn't commit a crime. I'm walking up and down the damn sidewalk. I'm free. This is America. We have rights. And you just violated my First Amendment, my Fourth Amendment,
Okay.
and you caught yourself this city a lawsuit.
And again, let's
I'll be calling my attorney as soon as we're done here.
let's do this.
Let's do what?
I'm Sergeant Jared Price again. To
Yeah,
let
I
you
know who you told me you
Could
were.
I have your first name?
No.
Okay.
9, I'm coming
I have not committed a crime. You have no reasonable
I
articulable
need
suspicion
to read
of any
you,
crime.
I need to read you something.
I know what the Miranda rights are.
You have the right to remain silent.
Yes, sir.
Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer, have him present with you while you're being questioned.
Go get him.
If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before any questioning if you wish. You can decide at any time, exercise these rights, and not answer any questions or make any statements. Do you understand your rights?
Well, I know my rights very well. Yes.
Yes.
Man,
okay.
I know my constitutional rights, and you've violated many of them. And you've been put on notice. Your qualified immunity will be gone.
Okay.
I'm going to attach myself to your hip, your pension, your boat, your house.
Okay.
Right? It's not the first time.
The girls down there are alarmed.
I don't care.
And threatened.
Look. Hold on. Before we even get going further, their feelings do not trump my rights.
Okay.
Okay? Nope. Did they tell you we went in their store? Did they tell you we touched anybody? Did they tell you anything other than we was walking up and down the sidewalk taking pictures through
All
windows?
right. For me to be able to release you, I need to verify something, and I'll figure out if we're going to release you real quick on the detainment, okay? So hang on just a minute. And do you want to give me your first name so I can address you with your first name?
Sure, I'll tell you my name's Steve.
Name's Steve. Okay,
Yes,
thank you,
sir.
Steve.
Yeah, and I told them that this is a security issue that we're trained to. Like,
It's my third building.
When you're casing like a place, this we're trained to like notice this stuff.
Well, he said, I got a good view of the vault now. And I'm like, why do you need that?
Do you feel alarmed, disturbed?
Yes. I was very.
Do you want to sign a complaint?
Yes.
Thank you.
He was very threatening and called me names. I'm very insulted.
What did he
Which
say?
one?
He called me a bitch and a cunt.
Which one?
The one in the black
Okay.
shirt.
What about the red shirt? Did he do anything during this incident?
He was the one that says I got a good view
Yes,
of the vault.
he was.
Were you alarmed by both of them?
Yes.
And
Very
disturbed?
much so. Very
Okay.
much so.
I'm going to take them.
The purple guy?
Hi. He gave me his name is Steve, whether it's that or not. Can I get a first name? I'm Jared. Like, do you have a first name I can address you by that?
I have one, but I don't want to.
Okay.
I don't wish to
All right.
give it to
You're under arrest.
For what?
Deputy, would you come over and help him escort him to the jail?
Why am I
You're under arrest for disturbance,
Disturbance.
disturbing the peace, disorderly conduct.
How
Okay.
so?
You're under the arrest for disturbing the peace
I didn't disturb the peace, sir.
and for disorderly conduct.
Nobody was disorderly.
So you're going to go with this officer to the jail.
Okay. All right, cool. That's
And
great for
I'll get your property,
that's
okay?
great for the lawsuit, guys.
Two in custody and route to the jail by walking. Yes.
Explain how that is. Where the
I'll give you your
breaking the law.
charges when we get over there, okay?
But could you explain how we're breaking the law?
I will once I give you your charges, okay?
Okay.
And I'm going to take your property to you, okay? I don't know about him.
There's a female that's involved with the subject in purple. I believe she's in the courthouse. They believe they're involved. Jay, one side door.
Yeah. Someone yell at me. What do you need?
I was needing someone to get his info, that guy down there in the purple shirt.
As soon as we can.
Okay.
Hey DJ, where's Sheriff at? Can you holler at him to come talk to me?
93-1, my friend. Jay. Yeah, U-25 out here. It's parking lot. Yeah, give me just a second. It's 13, that black GMC Canyon, I think is the vehicle that he got out of. Not sure of his involvement.
Until Derek gets here, I'm gonna let you know this. These are recording, I believe. So
Okay.
I don't know what you guys want to do. They're their property. I don't know how you want to handle these things since they're still going.
But we can't have any.
But I want you to take care of it before it goes in there. I'm not going to do anything with this until I get the sheriff and you decide what you want to do.
Whose property is it? This young kid?
It's both of them. One of them had one of them had the other.
Okay.
I didn't know what to do with it.
Well, we will take them in, but before they walk through, their recording stopped because there's no recording in the jail.
Okay. You want to just let him know now about this?
Yeah. I've already told Matt, correct? I've already told Matt.
All you gotta do is hit that button and shut it off. That button on the side.
Which
top?
Which button? Do you want to shut it off?
It's,
Do you know if that
button.
stops the recording? Because they can't record when you go in.
Yeah, it'll stop it.
So do we want to push the actual stop button?
You can hit the stop button, then hit that
Can you see it?
that one, and then hit that button on the top so it doesn't burn up the battery.
Okay.
It'll shut the screen off.
Okay.
That button. Did that shut the screen
Okay.
off?
He's agreeing to shut his off, but you want to verify it before it goes in?
Yeah.
There's that property. Now this one's recording.
And that's off?
No, I didn't hit the right button on the top. The button on the top of the screen there, up here.
No.
Nope, on the side of the.
Right here.
Yeah,
This
that
one?
one. Yep.
Okay.
Now,
And that'll shut it off.
do you want to do this one or have him do this one?
You guys can walk in and have him do that.
Hang on just a minute real quick. You said Steve. Okay, Steve, again, they can't record in here by any means.
Yeah, I understand.
Do you want to turn this off?
I don't have a choice, do I? How about can I
What-
pause it?
No, it needs to be turned off.
All right.
So the jailer,
There you go.
administrator.
It's off.
Okay, do you want to turn the phone off by any means?
Is it off so we can save the
Okay. All right. I'm good.
Alright, I'm gonna have you step in here, sir, and sit on the bench.
So he just did basically the same thing he did, but I'm going to give it to you now. Let you decide.
Yep. So
And I'm gonna go.
this one is yours, correct?
Correct. Okay. As is the canister of pepper.
I'm gonna have you step in here, sir, and sit on the bench.
So he just did basically the same thing he did, but I'm going to give it to you now. Let you decide.
Yep. So
And I'm gonna go.
this one is yours, correct?
Correct. Okay. As is the canister of pepper.
I could tell it was a camera, and I was like, well, that's odd.
Go ahead and take that, and we'll just start over.
Oh, my mother, don't call me.
Okay,
My
so
mom.
you had told me that. If you go ahead and answer it.
First minute, it's Nikki. We just had a couple weirdos at the bank, and we had them escorted, but I'm talking to the police right now, so I'll let you go. Alright. No, we're okay. I'm fine.
All right, just let me recap.
Huh.
You mentioned the two, and I'll have you describe them again. But they knocked on the south window right there.
Right.
Correct. Okay.
The one that's not the
Yeah,
second-
I got you.
second. And so when I walked over, I saw the camera,
Mhm.
which was kind of weird,
Yeah.
and I hollered at Brenda because she was in her office. I
Mhm.
said, "What is this guy doing?" And then she comes out and notices the other guy with the red shirt on at the front door.
Mhm.
Same thing, camera, filming, And so that's an automatic like red flag for us.
Yeah.
Casing buildings and stuff.
Understand.
Security policies tell us, you know, anytime you see anything suspicious, immediately call the police, of
Yes.
course, and notify whatever. So I opened the door and asked him what his purpose was, and it was just, and then the guy, the black shirt guy, came over immediately,
Mhm.
and they were just automatically just belligerent, calling me names.
Can you explain and go into detail if you can?
When I asked him what they were doing, they basically told me they didn't have to tell me what they were doing.
Okay.
And I said, I'm sorry, but it's security policy. Like, we can't have you filming and, like, staying outside of a bank. It's, you know, casing a building is what, it's alarming. And they were just, I mean, started cussing at me, calling me a simple bitch, called me a cunt, said, see you next time. Just a lot of, threatening gestures, telling me they didn't have to leave, they were allowed to be there. I said I was going to call the police. Brenda said she was going to call the police. They said go ahead and waste tax dollars if you want to. And I stood there at the door probably for longer than I should. I probably should have just shut the door and locked it at that point.
Okay.
But yeah, they were basically cursing at me. Telling me that they didn't have to leave, and that's when we said we were calling police, and they noticed the police car over there, and they said the police are right there. And then Brenda said the police are on their way. She came up, she said the police are on their way. They were still cursing, saying go ahead, call them. They can't do anything anyway.
Right.
So yeah, that was basically it. Lots of curse words, lots of kind of threatening gestures in my face, like standing this close to me.
Did you ever get a physical threat to you?
They never said that they were going to.
Okay.
No.
Did you hear them threaten anybody with physical harm?
No.
Okay. Did you hear them, other than I'll have you tell me the vault comment again, did you hear them say anything about the bank that makes you think they were going to do something to the bank or in the bank?
They did, no. The only thing they were saying, they didn't say what they were going to do specifically, but they were like describing what they were getting at the building.
Okay.
Like I've got the inside of the building. Oh, I've got a good picture of the vault.
Okay.
Or good shot of the vault, I think he said.
Okay. Do you know which one said that?
That was the one in the red.
Red shirt.
Yes.
Okay.
That he had a good picture of the inside of the building, had a good shot of the vault. I think that was about it.
Okay.
Never really. Yeah, and it wasn't like, I don't think they ever said anything that they were going to do anything to me.
All right.
Just weren't going to leave.
Right.
And lots of curse words towards me.
Okay. Did and they never stepped foot inside a door?
No.
Okay.
No.
Did they ever keep?
I was at the door, so they would have had to move me out.
Did they ever keep you from shutting the door if you wanted to shut it?
No.
Okay. All right. Okay. Is there anything else you think that I need to know that would?
No.
Okay. Good deal. Even though I might know this information, I just need to ask you, what is your full name?
Nicole.
And do you have a date of birth? And what would be the phone number you want me to attach to your name?
618.
Okay. I've got a recording, but I'm going to type up everything you told me.
Okay.
Just to put in there. I don't think you'll be contacted unless the state attorney wants to talk to you or have us talk to you.
Okay.
I think we're good. So, when it says assistant, who would be your supervisor?
That's Brenda.
Okay, so you two talk amongst yourselves, find out if go over your protocols again, see if there's anything if there's anything we could have helped you better with, or if there's anything we can help you with on future with this stuff. Just hey, what about this? Should we do this? Whatever. But I'm gonna leave it in your hands about any of those safety protocols. I don't know your protocols.
The only thing that I can think of that I should have done, like I said, I probably should have just stepped back when they started calling me names.
Oh, okay.
I probably should have stepped back and locked the door.
Okay. That's a safe thing to do.
Kind of like I have my little defenses come up and I'm kind of like, hey, this is my place of work for 27 years. You're not going to tell me.
Yes, it's a total safe thing to do.
So,
but you're okay, and we're
my thing, and I'm fine. Yes.
But you're okay, and we're good. Okay. Guys, I'm recording. Can I speak to you?
I really don't have a whole lot to say.
Hey, that'll be easy then. Where do you want to talk? Okay. Basically, all I need to hear is anything and everything you want to tell me about the incident, even if you have to say the curse words, if there was curse words, if you want to say them, or just tell me what happened from the get-go.
Okay, I was just sitting here.
Yeah.
I heard Nikki say, "What's that guy doing?" So I come out of my office, and she was looking this way, and I looked at the front door. The guy in the red shirt was standing at the door with whatever he had, filming. And I go, "What's that guy doing?" So she immediately went to the door, and then the confrontation kind of started. And I said, "You can't, you know." When I went up behind her and opened the second door, he said, "Oh, I got a good view of the vault now." I shut that second door and said, "You can't be doing that."
Right, because that alerted you to
That's what, yes,
Okay.
that's what put me on high alert.
Right.
Nikki took most of it because a couple more, I can't tell you exactly what was said, but I said, "I'm going to call the cops. You need to leave, I'm going to call the cops." And they just basically said, "They're not going to do anything, they can't do anything." I said, "Well, we'll see." And I went over and called the 262-4114.
Yeah.
Probably should dial 911, but that's the number I always call.
Right.
And just told her what was going on. We felt threatened when he said that he could see. Got a good view of the vault. That's when I, we went on high alert.
Yeah.
She was the one standing at the door taking most of the verbal abuse, and then after I got off the phone, I went back to the door, and then you guys started arriving.
Okay.
So that's all I know.
So, the gentleman in the dark shirt and the gentleman in the red shirt.
Yes.
Did either one of them threaten you or anybody in the bank with harm?
I can't say that they've threatened to harm
Okay.
us. They were just being belligerent and just called stupid. I didn't hear my hearing kind of once I heard. I did not hear the F word, so my hearing didn't.
Do you know if either one of them or both of them would have said something about any type of harm to the bank, criminal damage? We're going to do something to the bank. Anything that you think so just belligerent actions towards you, curse words, just stuff like that. Okay. Did either one of them keep you guys from shutting a door? Like, did they grab a door on you? Did they step into the bank?
They did not step in.
Okay.
And now, at least while I was standing there.
Okay.
But just basically said there's nothing you can do and nothing the police can do.
Okay, fine.
And we're just kind of like, well, we'll see,
Okay. Well, I'm glad everybody's safe.
There's only two of us here, and it gets a little.
Right.
We're on edge. We watch what's going on outside.
Right.
And when they're right up against our window filming, we're going to say something.
Yeah. I told her, and I'll tell you, give you time to calm down, maybe today or tomorrow. Just revamp any of your protocols. See if there's something, like we do. We okay, I could have done that differently. It's just for you. If you need us by any means to discuss this further, just as a safety plan, we'll do it. Mike will do it. I don't care.
Okay.
Just if you need us, we're here. Okay? I'm glad everybody's okay.
Yeah, I did feel threatened, but only because, the comment about our vault puts us on high alert.
I agree.
And we're trained to watch outside, to look what's,
Yeah.
And I will talk to our security officer as well.
Good.
Okay.
Good. Hey, thanks for talking to me.
You're welcome.
I do have your information from previous reports. Is your phone numbers all the same?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good.
Yep.
Okay. Is there anybody else you think I should talk to? Just you and Nikki, right?
It was just us until everybody started showing up, and then I don't think Eric or Susan saw anything.
Okay.
No, didn't say no.
It works for me.
Do you see anything you think you need to talk about?
Okay.
I think I was on the phone when all that was going down.
Okay. All right. I'm going to end this recording. Okay?
Okay.
We're good. Thank you, guys.
Hi. How are you?
Do you and your client care if I bother you while you're doing her hair?
Go right ahead.
I will say I wasn't here when the folks came by.
Okay.
It was my
That's fine.
lady.
That'll help me because I'll just need to get some information from
But
you.
I did go ask them why they were taping her because they scared her
Yeah.
and they wouldn't speak to me.
Okay, that's fine. Then I just need to get anybody that was in here or had went out to talk to them, their information.
Okay. My name
Mm-hmm.
Nev is my other stylist, and she was the one they scared half to death.
Do you know her cell number off chance?
I can look it up real quick for you.
I'm sorry to bother your haircut.
And we did sign, we hung our flag up after they
to fend them off?
Yep. I said if they were here just to bother the police officers, I'm going to pull my flag out. That's terrible. The other girl, I wouldn't know her number, but Nevaeh will. She is 618.
And then what is a good number for you?
618.
Middle initial for you?
L.
L.
And I'm not sure about hers.
That's fine. Your date of birth, if I can ask.
Yeah.
Some people don't like me asking that, you know.
Oh, it's getting bad.
Thank you. Okay. Yeah, I'm just doing some follow-ups, even though we got the initial. I just want to go back through it again.
Yeah.
And once it's settled, and just see what's up.
They did scare her. I mean, she's young. She's just
So
22
if
years old and
if anybody's curious about what happened, I have arrested them.
Good.
For the issue at the bank.
Okay.
Okay. They're not going to stay in jail long,
Mm-hmm.
based on what happens in Illinois now.
Yeah.
But they've been arrested. I can't promise you they're never going to come back.
And they were just here to upset police officers, right?
I don't know if I can say that. I can say that they have a public YouTube channel, that they're notorious doing stuff like this. They've been tracked in the last couple of days, I believe, up in Richland, coming down.
Okay.
I even think someone told me they thought they were live down in Harrisburg this morning. But there's no reason for me to tell you what's going on. I think you can sense what's going on.
Yeah.
The reaction type stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. When the police officer pulled up behind me when I was going to ask them, they just immediately started flipping him off. And
Oh, I got that earlier when I tried to talk to him.
how polite.
But anyway, just trying to make sure everybody's safe and keep it peaceful.
Yeah.
But then again,
She was terrified, though. I will say, she called me. I was out to lunch.
this was Nevaeh that called you?
Yes, and she was like, "There's somebody," and she pulled down the blinds.
Yeah.
Because it freaked
Right.
her out, and they got up here
Mhm.
and were taping through the door.
Right.
Then.
Because my initial, from my knowledge, when I got here and asked you guys real quick, I made sure no one physically hurt anybody.
No.
Good. And then no one tried to force their way in. Good. Okay, so we're just talking about the disturbance. And okay, I'll do a follow-up with them, with the girls, and go that route. If you need us, call us.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, sorry to bother you. Okay.
Find it rather interesting that Jared Price, his record has been scrubbed of all disciplinary actions in his time at Mount Carmel. But I found one piece from his hiring where they investigated, and this lawsuit where he fractured someone's arm. I wonder what the rest of the details are.